You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
15 minutes of fame.
15 minutes of fame. What up, what up?
We got 7J.
You already know, man. SJM, SDG, win, lose, maybe, man. Down bottom all day, 4-4, PYC. Duval County, man. You already know.
All right, so you had the big battle against Young Herb.
Yes, sir.
For the money.
For the money.
Was it the back end or was it an extra stack or what was
everything.
it? Okay.
Everything. You either came here with nothing and left with nothing, or you came here with nothing and left with something. Everything was on the floor.
And people were saying that this is one of the best 7Js they've seen. Do you think that's the case or it's just the normal?
I let people decide that kind of stuff, man. I let people talk and all that. I'm confident in who I am, what I do. I feel like I show up and prepare the same way every battle. This one was a little bit different just because of the energy that Herb was putting out online. But other than that, man, it's me.
Well, what was he putting? Because you said that a lot in the battle that he was saying on Twitter and talking, and you looked like he was extra angry. I ain't seen you talk to nobody before we get started. Bro. You had the whole muzzle on, all of that. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, bro. I don't really do the whole I don't do social media, bro. I don't do social media for promotion, beef, none of that. I've been through some things to where my life is my life. You know what I'm saying? When I come in here to rap, I come in here to rap. And that's how I've been in every single battle I've been in. But when a person tells me ahead of time, hey, in this next battle, I'm bringing out personal stuff. All the gloves are off. I'm talking about your family. I'm talking about all that. And you're egging that on online. You posting up pictures of me, where I used to work, and all that kind of stuff online. You posting up chopping and editing videos of me to make it look like I'm saying something crazy. Like you're doing a lot of extra stuff that I wasn't doing. And at the time when Herb was doing that stuff, Herb had went viral for being on DNA 2 for recycling rounds. I never once shared that video. I never once commented on that video and been like, hey, look at this one battle on that. This clown has it. Then he went viral again for letting another battle rapper slap his girl ass. Not one time did I share that video, did I tell him, hey, look at this clown. I don't do that, bro. Because at the end of the day, that's a man. I understand that when we get off this stage, we have to deal with real life, bro. So in every battle that I've had, Clone, another dude, Jim B-Dot, and all of Calico, all my battles, I battle up here, bro. I don't go to Arsenal route and all that kind of stuff. And so this battle, I had to be prepared for whatever he had for me. I didn't know what he had. So,
what's going too far for you? Because I know you said something about his daughter. He didn't got custody. First of all, was that true or was that just battle talk? Or
if it ain't true, you need to check the people who telling people that it is true. I don't reach out to nobody. People reach out to me, whatever the case may be, and I wouldn't even have put nothing like that in the round. But once again, I think it was a situation with John and Ace, John and Ace. I mean, when Ace was saying a lot of crazy stuff toward John pulled on him with a pistol. Mm-hmm. John was like, "Ace, we rapping or what?" And that was a whole situation. I'm glad that the men were able to talk and get past that. But when you put out a certain energy, you can't judge how another person is gonna respond to that energy. You know what I'm saying? I never one time, publicly or privately, disrespected her. But I had a whole bunch of disrespect about me put out online and for the whole world to see. And I didn't fuck with that at all, you know what I'm saying? And so when it came time to rap, I'm preparing for him to hit all below the belt because that's what he said that he's gonna do. And then he came out and didn't do that. How do I know that he wasn't gonna do it? He said, if a person tell me, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna believe you. And I'm gonna be ready for when you come. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man.
Mm-hmm. So who were the judges?
We had A-Ward, Excel, and Don't Talk to Me TV, I think. Okay. And they all three of them said me 3-0. I think one person might have said 2-1, but all three said 7J.
Damn. So it was just unanimous that.
Unanimous, bro.
All right. So what about the rest of the card now? Now that your battle got out the way, you was able to,
bro, people don't understand. Battling. It's a lot. It puts you through a lot, bro. You gotta constantly think about another nigga. You gotta remember you know what I'm saying, polish your rounds. It's a lot that go into it, but man, I'm just glad that it's over with and done with.
Okay.
So,
are you looking forward to any of the other battles that's out today?
Yeah, man. I love battle rap, bro.
So what's on your radar? What's the top 2 or 3 that's on your radar right now?
Man, Duval County. That's where I'm from. My boy Clone. Clone, man. Clone from Wartown to Duval, moving like U-Haul, so Clone versus Av gonna be insane. Bad News versus Geechee gonna be my boy Loso from Florida, just like me. Me and Loso used to run in the same circles a lot, so him versus Jazz gonna be crazy, even though it's a 1-rounder. Yeah, man. So I really want to see the whole card. D Flames, XL is gonna be tough. OG Grizzly and Moon. I rock with Grizzly heavy.
So for those battles, so I know Loso's your boy. I mean, can you judge him without being biased? Like who you think is?
I judge Loso without being biased all the time. I think Loso lost the T-Top.
Okay.
He battled. I was in the building for that.
So you think he'll beat Jazz or what's up?
Yeah, he gonna beat Jazz. Bro, Loso is one of the greatest writers in the world. Not in battle rap, not in rapping, in the world. I've heard him write things that aren't battle related. Mm-hmm. Him and A-Ward are two of the most gifted writers to ever live, period. Mm-hmm. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Now, you say, because I noticed in the battle they were saying that you were in the church or you were the Christian. Is that? Do you consider yourself a Christian rapper?
I don't.
Okay.
Those are facts, and it's something that I'm very vocal about. I got a whole album out about it called Sunday Morning, but it's spelled morning, MOURNING, with some things that I went through. But I lived my whole life on the road that I started off in the streets and been in the hood and stuff like that, and then for a long part of my life, I went like the A-Ward, Loso route. And I know just as much as they do. We talk about it all the time, you know what I'm saying? And so I've just made some decisions for myself based on some of the things that I've been through and went through and what I know, and I can kind of like see it. You can't see it while you're in it. But when you step out of it, you're able to see it from a different lens. And now, man, I'm just 7J, you know what I'm saying? So.
Now, they were comparing you to, what was it, J2? It was a J2, it was 7J. Now
they always say that because of the way our names are set up. It's his is the J first and then the number. Mine is the number first and then the J, but I've been being called 7J since high school. Yeah. So I didn't think of, hey, what can I come up with in battle rap? Let me think of a name. That's been my name since high school. Everybody called me 7J. My homeboy Royce came in and gave me that name. Shout out Royce J, man. You already know. He Pakistan representative too.
All right. What about the one of the big boy, maybe the headliner? What you call that?
That Geechee and Bad?
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, everybody has looked at me crazy. Even though Bad News picked Young Herd to beat me and I just beat Young Herd 3-0. I'm going Bad News. I'm going Bad News. And
why is that?
This is not the same news that battled Loso, that battled Clone. This is not the bullpen Bad News. That Bad News had a lot of aggression, but his substance and his bars wasn't there yet. This news, since he's been on Bags and Bodies and battling on RBE and all that kind of stuff, and the pen is matching the aggression. You believe everything news tell you, everything. And so with battle rap, that's a big part of it. Like, can you make people believe what you say? And that's why I don't rap about stuff that I didn't do or that I'm not living like. I'm not gonna say it. That's why I say in my round, you've never heard me say I sell drugs. And one battle rapper took a whole angle on me against that. Like, yeah, your brother sold the dope. And you ain't never been to jail. I was like, yeah.
What'd you say? But y'all both got fireballs. What was the line?
Yeah, I say the truth is when I flow. I never said that I was a drug dealer, you know, but I would tote that rod when my brother sold that hard. I wrote jams, he sold Zans, so we both got bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. But I got a hood to go back to. My mama still live in that hood, so if those individuals see, hey boy, you up here, you weren't like that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I get called out on that.
Yeah, because that's another thing you talked about. Like, you keep talking about your kids. You work with a lot of like troubled youth, or what is it that? What's your situation?
I work with the inner city youth for the past 10, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? So I mentor kids who have been direct filed. One of my students was facing 10 years. We was able to connect and write letters to the judge and get his sentence reduced. He even got his record expunged. He's home, working now. You know what I'm saying? I took kids from the hood. A lot of my students are now published authors. They were statistically set apart to be high school dropouts. They are published Harvard Business Review authors.
Right.
One of my students went to Harvard, bro, and presented in front of all of these prestigious white men in a ski mask, gold teeth, and the Kodak knots in his head.
Wow.
Presented about what it's like to be in Jacksonville, where the racism is so high, where the murder rate is so high, where people die so much, you know what I'm saying? And so when people be like, I work with kids, you think I'm changing Pampers and changing diapers, I'm working with kids and singing. I'm in the trenches with these kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, how many times did 7J pay for J-Pay, estate trades? My station is in the slums. I know students who died playing basketball. They ain't make it to 21. Little kids who not interested to go to the studio and make beats. In Duval, I work with the youth dog who involved with Julio and Ace beef. Like, that's real life. Like, so I got students who got murdered by the police in my I'm Not a Gang member hoodie.
Is there any motivation in working with them to your raps or your bars and everything?
Everything, bro. Like,
but not just bars, just battle rap in general.
Yeah, everything. Because they know there's authenticity with me. There's nothing you can expose about me. Because I'm upfront. I say my life is, you know what I'm saying? I tell everybody what it is. And so when I'm rapping, when I'm writing, when I'm on these stages, I know that they're rooting for me. I know that they're looking for me to be their voice. Right before I got this call, right before I started battle, I got a call from Duval Jail. One of my students locked up called me 10 minutes before I got on stage. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Mr. Seven, boy, you finna rap, ain't you? Yeah, I'm finna rap. Hey, go shut it down. Like, getting off the phone, that gave me another bit of motive. I just talked to one of my students who, you know what I'm saying, 23-1. Right. So it's like, for me, they look up at me as Mr. Seven. Y'all know me as 7J. To them, I'm Mr. Seven. And so I don't do anything that could jeopardize my relationship with them when I'm rapping.
Anything else you want to put out there?
Hey, man. Listen, this battle was crazy. This was a one-off for me. I don't usually rap like that in my third, you feel me? But it is what it is because of the energy that was put out toward me. I'm glad I got the win. Niggas was talking crazy about me. This is the best 7J you're gonna ever see. He's still gonna lose. I got 7J losing, 7J in that. He only had one good battle, like all this kind of stuff. And just be the fuck quiet now. Be the fuck quiet now, man.
15 minutes of fame.
15 minutes of fame. SJM, SDG, win, losing, baby, man. Down bottom, 4th ward all day. PYC to the death of me. Duval.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.